Everyone's using Phantoms with their stupid shields. Oh my god. Hey guys, Nightfall here. And how many times has what you just saw happened to you? 10? 20? Too many to count? Enough to make you want to uninstall the game? I feel your pain. And that's why today I'm here to show you the best ways to counter all types of shields in XDefiant. First, we need to talk about the different kinds of shields that are currently in the game. And at the moment, we have 4 different types of shields in the game, and let's hope that number doesn't grow any. 3 of the 4 can only be used by the Phantom faction, and the last one is used by the GS Commando faction. Phantoms can choose between 2 of their normal abilities, both of which are a different type of shield. They can either use a mag barrier, or they can use a blitz shield. Then their ultra is a 3rd type of shield, as it's a bubble or a domed shield that goes around them. And the GS Commando faction has a shield as their ultra as well, which is similar to the blitz shield, but it's equipped with a flash ability and allows you to use your sidearm weapon in the process. All of these shields can be annoying to deal with and sometimes seem unfair, but if you're equipped with the right set of skills and equipment, these become less of an annoyance and turn into more of a haha jokes on you moment. Now, before we talk about how to counter each one individually, I want to take a moment to tell you about our Discord. It's really starting to ramp up as I've started adding different roles, and hopefully we'll be able to do some custom games once XDefiant releases that. And I'm starting to dabble into other games and maybe even play some other games with the community. So if you just want a chill place to hang out, then our Discord's definitely the place for you. And if you want to stay up to date on all things XDefiant, then it's also the place for you. So you should come check it out. But anyway, let's get back to the video. First up, let's take a look at the Phantom with a mag barrier. And there are a couple ways to deal with this that aren't just dumping your entire clip into the barrier. If you find yourself going up against a good Phantom player or a couple of them at once, your best friend is going to be the DeadSec faction. Using the DeadSec hijack ability on any Phantom shield is the most satisfying thing you'll ever do in XDefiant. Watching them blindly try to shoot through what they still think is their shield, when in reality, all they're doing is wasting their own ammo. Once you activate the hijack ability, you'll take over the Phantom shield, it'll change colors, and then you're free to shoot through it and take out the Phantom with extreme prejudice. You can also use the DeadSec Ultra to prevent them from using any of the pesky shield abilities in the first place, but that's probably better saved for endgame when they push with their Ultra. We'll talk more about that later. If you either don't have the DeadSec faction or you're just used to playing a different faction, then an alternative way in handling the mag barrier is with an EMP grenade. Just make sure you practice your throwing aim and peeking around corners and quick throwing, because this can cause you to be exposed for just enough and it could end up backfiring. Now let's talk about the Phantom's blitz shield. If you're a Rainbow Six Siege veteran, you may already know how to counter this type of shield, and you may also have PTSD from this type of shield. The good news is, unlike in Siege or with the GS Commando's flash shield, they can't shoot you while the shield is equipped, so you can easily just outrun and or outmaneuver them. Another option is shooting at their feet, and also because the game is so broken, you could just shoot towards their head and most of your shots will land anyway. But whatever you do, keep your distance, because the range on the melee of that shield is not to be trifled with. You may think you're a safe distance away, and then you quickly realize you're not. Another option, and this is one of my favorites, is to throw a sticky grenade on it and run away and listen for the screams of death that follow. Or again, the DeadSec Ultra will also cancel this, but that seems again like a waste if you just use it for that. And also a little known fact that the EMP grenade will also disable the blitz shield as well. For the Phantom Ultra, the Aegis Dome shield, they will fry anyone who comes into range of it, and their teammates can sit in it with them and shoot out of it. So some fun counters to this and effective is a team barrage of EMP grenades, a well-timed firebomb, unless there's 1 or 2 other people in that bubble that are shooting you on your way towards them, or my favorite, a stealthy flank with the Echelon ghillie suit and kill them from behind right inside their own bubble. Hard to pull off, but very satisfying if you can. The alternative, and probably your safest bet to counter this one, is the DeadSec factions and their Ultra. It simply disables everything, including bursting the Phantom's big ol' bubble. Now that we covered all of the Phantom shields, let's move on to the final shield currently in the game, and the most recent one that was added, the Flash Shield. This is the Ultra on the GS Commando faction, and if you've ever played Siege like I said before, then you surely went up against a blitz at some point, and know how annoying that this can be in the hands of a good player. So basically everything you can use to counter the Phantom's blitz shield you can also use to counter this one as well. A little more dangerous to deal with, and running away might not be your best option here because they can still shoot at you, but it's probably best to either sick dead sex drone on them to stop them in their tracks, or toss a sticky grenade and try to invade them long enough before it blows up. So basically, if you could carry both an EMP and a sticky grenade, you'd be pretty set. Siege recently reworked the recruit character, and they basically do just that. Allow you to bring 2 gadgets but have no special ability. I wouldn't be opposed to a faction like that where I could bring maybe 1 sticky and an EMP, and Ultra could be your next spawn. You get 2 of each. I don't know, just spitballing for future factions here. So I do have a nice chart that you can screenshot and share this around to try to help your friends that aren't so savvy with countering phantoms and other shields in this game. But before I throw that up on screen, I want to throw this up on screen, and we can see that about 88% of all of you that watch these videos aren't subscribed.
What is up with that?
And while that's definitely progress from the last time I looked at it, that's still a really high number. And even if only half, which would be about 44% of you, were to subscribe, not only would that mean the world to me, but it would definitely boost this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the type of content that I put out, then at least consider subscribing. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and that means that hopefully we can get monetized and start putting more back into the channel and make the content even better than it already is. So back to that chart, let's put all of this in a nice, neat display for you so that you have a good visual on all of this, and make sure you screenshot it, send it to your friends. Or if you're a legend, you'll subscribe for more informative videos like this and share the whole video link with your friends. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button so I know that you enjoy these sort of videos. Let me know in the comments what other factions you're struggling with the most. Are these counters enough to handle phantoms, or do you still think they need some sort of a nerf? That's all for now. I'll catch you in the next video.